Okay, so I'm assuming everybody in here is probably involved in some type of religion. Most of you, maybe not all of you, but you maybe like pray before dinner or go to church on Sundays. But have you really thought about what got you into that? Was it your parents who decided to take you to church when you were a little kid, or did you decide? Because chances are you probably didn't decide that as a small child. If you're anything like me, your family is like very strict about your religion. I come from a family of very strict Catholics. My grandparents are very, very Catholic. And all of us in my family were taught that, so that's just how we are. And everybody in my family believed like everything the Catholic religion said until it came time for my aunt and uncle to have kids. They found out that they couldn't, my Aunt Kelly and my Uncle Denny. And so they tried and tried for years and they never could. And they came up with the idea for my Aunt Susie to be a surrogate mother. So she agreed to it, and at the same time they inseminated Susie, they inseminated Kelly too, and they both ended up getting pregnant on that last try. And so they had twins. Susie had one and Kelly had the other. Grady came from Susie and Carly came from Kelly. And so they had twins, but from separate mothers. The Catholic religion does not believe in this because it's not, like, since it's against God's plan, it's not like a natural reproduction. It's considered wrong, and that's why the Catholics don't believe in it. But my argument is that how can it be wrong for somebody to give a child to someone and be that selfless when all they did was bring nothing but joy and happiness to my aunt and uncle? Like, how can that be wrong? Without Susie, my entire family would probably be different. I mean, Grady wouldn't be here, and I mean, if they hadn't come up with the idea for Susie to be a surrogate mother, then Kelly wouldn't have been inseminated, and then they wouldn't have Carly either. So my entire family would be different. What you guys believe is what your religion tells you to. You probably don't think on your own very much about it. I know that's what I do, maybe some of you guys do it, but like the religion states like rules and things and regulations, and you guys feel like you should follow that. Maybe your parents push it upon you a lot. That's what my parents do, but I have differing beliefs too, and I think that's okay. It's okay to think differently than what it pushes on you, because maybe you don't believe in everything. Maybe it's not all right considered to you. Some religions don't believe in like gay marriage and stuff. I know most don't, and I know a lot of you guys are in here probably like, that's fine, like do your thing. I believe in that. You can identify as a specific religion, but you don't have to abide by all the rules and follow it specifically. That's what I'm saying. So I found a quote on the internet that I think fits perfectly with what I'm trying to come across and tell you guys, and it's from spiritualityhealth.com. Religion is often about who's in and who's out, creating a worldview steeped in us against them. Spirituality rejects this dualism and speaks of us and them. Religion is often about loyalty to institutions, clergy, and rules. Spirituality is about justice and compassion and loyalty to it. Religion talks about God. Spirituality helps to make us godly. The two need not be at odds. Religion is at best spirituality and community. So what that quote is basically saying is that spirituality and religion are very different things. Spirituality is like your own beliefs and like having opposing viewpoints from a religion, even though you can identify as a certain religion. So what's preventing you guys from thinking about like your spirituality thing is probably pressure from family, much like me, maybe pressure from the church, maybe pressure from other people around you who have the same religion as you. Things like arranged marriages, face coverings, beliefs, clothing choices, and hair length. They may not be your choice, but your family like pushes you into that. I know like a lot of people, when they have arranged marriages, it's like, you don't want to get married to somebody that you didn't pick, right? It's somebody that you don't love. In addition to that, witchcraft is also another thing that many religions don't believe in. And I think that the art of witchcraft is a little strange, but I've read the Harry Potter series, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have too. Maybe you're really into it like I am. And it's a very popular book series, and a lot of religions reject it because of the witchcraft within it. They think that since it's, I read on the internet somewhere that it said, like, since it's not God's magic, like he didn't give it to you, since you kind of created it on your own, it's not right. And I just want to say Genesis 44 verse 5 states that if you perform in any sort of like divination, which is like fortune telling and things like that, that you have done evil in doing this. So that's just what the Bible says about that. And my explanation and argument for Harry Potter is that just because I like it and read the books and like just like it all, it doesn't mean that I'm like actually real about it. I don't really believe in magic. I don't practice witchcraft. I'm sure most of you guys probably don't do that if you read Harry Potter too. So like I said in my quote before, spirituality is different from this reason, like different from religion for that reason. You can call yourself a religion, but you can have your own beliefs too. So back to Susie. Without her, my entire family would be changed, completely different. Most of you guys probably know her, Susie Kreider. She's been very involved in the church. She does a lot of things for sporting events and like the haunted house for St. Michael's and a lot of things for the festival. She's very involved, and she's still a good Catholic. She's very passionate about the church, and her involvement just shows that. I'm sorry. So to sum it all up, if a church or religion judges you because of your differing opinion, I'd say it's worth it being judged, because standing up for what you believe in should always be worth it. Yes.
So, like, where would you say, like, being unloyal to religion?
Well, I think that following the 10 Commandments, specifically for my religion, I think that those are some very strict rules. If you don't really believe in all those, you probably are not very religious to begin with. So you can be like non-denominational or just not have a religion or anything. But I think that if you like don't believe the 10 Commandments, it's probably about where that lies. And you can have different opinions though. Yes.
So, like, some religions are against reading books like Harry Potter, even if it is fiction.
Yeah. I know that when I was reading it, somebody told me, like, they brought up the idea that it was witchcraft, and I was like, I've never really thought of it like that. I've never thought of it, like, just because I'm reading it doesn't mean that I'm practicing the art of it or anything, but, like, for that moment that you're within the book, like, you're in the zone reading it, it's like, it kind of makes it seem like you believe in it or something, even though it's all just imagination. And I think imagination is fine to have. It's just a book, right? Probably don't practice the art of it just because you read it.
So you're saying that we can still be a part of a religion and not follow all of the outlined rules and regulations, say that religion is telling us we should follow?
Yeah, like I said to Kyra, like the 10 Commandments for the Catholic religion, if you're, like, that's probably about the line, like you don't want to cross. If you believe in those, then you probably identify as Catholic or Christian or whatever you want to call yourself. But things like reading Harry Potter doesn't mean that I believe in witchcraft. Believing, like, in supporting gay marriage doesn't mean that you're against your religion or anything for it. Even though it's legal now, like, doesn't mean that you're not part of that religion. Like, I still go to church. I still, like, pray before dinner and things like that. So I still worship God, but I just have different opinions. Yes?
Isn't that kind of contradicting, though, what that religion is? Like, why would you change your religion?
Well, I don't know if there's any one religion that's like, that believes Harry Potter is definitely okay. Like, maybe there is. But since not all of my opinions are probably as ones, like, fit in one category of a religion, I mean, I'm just going to stick with Catholicism. It's what I know. I believe in God, and I believe in a lot of the things that the Catholic religion says, but I also have a few different viewpoints. It's probably something that you have in your church too.
All right, thank you.